at all. It could be weird, but I think I'm into it. You know I'm one for the overly passionate. I like you and I loved him. We could all be the best kind of friends. You said you're into closure. Shake hands like you're supposed to. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. You've got so much in common. Talk about your taste in women. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. Hey! Does he smile like I do? Oh, it was shared despite our flaws. I held his hand like I hold yours. Thanks for understanding. Oh, this could be a lot of fun. So break the awkward, come undone. It could be weird, but I think I'm into it. You know I'm one for the overly passionate. I like you and I loved him. We could all be the best kind of friends. You said you're into closure. Shake hands like you're supposed to. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. You've got so much in common. Talk about your taste in women. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. In the middle. In the middle. I'll be in the middle. In the middle. I'll be in the middle. It could be weird, but I think I'm into it. You know I'm one for the overly passionate. I said it could be weird, but I think I'm into it. You know I'm one for the overly passionate. I like you and I loved him. We could all be the best kind of friends. You said you're into closure. Shake hands like you're supposed to. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. You've got so much in common. Talk about your taste in women. I'll be in the middle, you two get along. I'll be in the middle. In the middle.
Hey! Hello, everybody. Welcome to the what tour are we on? The Something to Look Forward to tour. Hello, everybody. Hello, Ruby, Morgan, Haley, Harry, AJ. What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on the stream. That was In the Middle by the one, the Dodie, joining us later remotely via remote. We're Skyping them in. You know, you guys, first of all, I am on my period. So that's going to be the vibe of the show today. You know, I have one really bad period day every month, and that day is today. So I spent the last 2 hours laying on the floor thinking, am I going to cancel? And then I was like, no, the show must go on because it is the Something to Look fucking forward to tour people. But I did order myself some cake, and I like that they look like eyes and or boobs, depending on how you look at it. Should we play some music? Hey, everybody. Love those rainbow hearts. Very nice to see it. Hello. Okay. I know I started with Crush last time, but I'm going to start with it again this time because I feel like it. Wee! We're doing new chords because it feels good this way. Hey, Matt.
I can't focus on what needs to get done. I'm on notice, hoping that you don't run. You think I'm tepid, but I'm misdiagnosed. 'Cause I'm a stalker, I seen all of your posts. And I'm just trying to play it cool now. But that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now, you now. But I could be a crush, like throw you for a rush, like hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch, like touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. I fill my calendar with stuff I can do. Maybe if I'm busy, it could keep me from you. And I'm pretending you ain't been on my mind, but I took an interest in the things that you like. And I'm just trying to play it cool now. Stephanie asks, are you okay? Not really. Do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now, you now. But I could be a crush, like throw you for a rush, like hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch, like touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. And yeah, it's true that I'm a little bit intense, right? But can you blame me when you keep me on the fence, like? And I've been waiting, hoping that you'd wanna text like. Ugh. And I'm just trying to play it cool now, but that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now, you now. But I could be a crush, like throw you for a rush, like hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch, like touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch, 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 touch. I could be a crush, 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 crush. Wow! Wow. That was Crush by Tessa Violet. And this is called Tessa Eating Some of a Cupcake. On Her Period by Tessa Violet. Oh my gosh, that's crazy good. Is this a mukbang? Is that what that's called? No, Ollie. You are an angel. Thank you. It's my pleasure to stream. We stand streaming. You guys like the new setup? I know I had it on Thursday too, but I just don't know who can make it Thursday versus who can make it Sunday. I think I should move the Sunday show up 2 hours, because it occurred to me that it's actually already 10 p.m. in London, which means that it's like pretty late in Europe and even later in Russia. So might move it up 2 hours on Sundays. I can't believe how good this is. Mukbang with Tessa Violet. What flavor is it? Red velvet. This is what we've come to right now. Did I bring enough for all of you? I mean, it depends on if you mean, did I bring enough for all of you to eat? And also bring, if you just mean, did I bring enough for us all to enjoy me watching eating? Because the answer is also no, because I got 2 and I wish I'd gotten more. I really done that. Oh my gosh, it was so good. That was crazy good. I'm so grateful for that. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much, what's the word? Pain. When's it my turn? I'm sorry. This is where we're going to be today. Okay. How about another song?
You love Billie Eilish? I sure do. I don't want a piece of that, 'cause I know there's no peace in that. I can tell myself 1,000 times. Can I have a glass of water? Ah! Shout out to the people on Twitter I saw who are staying up to like 4 a.m. to watch this. Sorry, this is the level of... Okay. I don't want a piece of that, 'cause I know there's no peace in that. I can tell myself 1,000 times. But you can make a toy of me, and I'll agree that maybe I just couldn't see that there ain't nothing wrong with us at all. You want to do slow mode? Sure. Yeah, I would actually love to do slow mode. How do I do that? Let me see. Someone needs to tell me how, I think. Sorry that... manage webcam. You think it would just be here at the... Is it under settings? Live chat, there it is. Oh. I don't want a piece of that, 'cause I know that there's no peace in that. I can tell myself 1,000 times. But you can make a toy of me, and I'll agree that maybe I just couldn't see that there ain't nothing wrong with us at all. But you keep on playing games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. Games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. Okay. I have to take more acetaminophen. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to put some music on and do that. Y'all are amazing. Let's hear another song from Dodie, shall we? Which one do I want to hear? I'm going to do this one. All right, I'll be right back.
I was told this is where I would start loving myself. Flirting's delicious, proved to be beneficial for mental health. All of my best bits pulled forward, collected, displayed. Sadly, I just think that I was disgusting today. You blew me up like a big balloon far too soon. I'm left a stuttering teen. How did I get here? It's all so quick and I feel sick. Red pushing down on the green. Could you love this? Will this one be right? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm hoping it might. Could you love this? Did you plan to fall? Well, if I'm being honest, oh, I'd bet it's not that at all. Hope has a cost. keeping all fingers crossed and held tight. But I look idiotic with my limbs all knotted. It don't feel right. Truly you're shaking me, and I think you like how I bleed. But I have a hunch that that's all you wanted from me. You blew me up like a big balloon far too soon. Holding my breath makes me choke. How did I get here? It's all so quick and I feel sick. I'm used to being a joke. Could you love this? Will this one be right? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm hoping it might. Could you love this? Did you plan to fall? Well, if I'm being honest, oh, I'd bet it's not that at all. Could you love this? Will this one be right? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm hoping it might. Could you love this? Did you plan to fall? Well, if I'm being honest, if I'm being honest, well, if I'm being honest, oh, I'd bet it's not that at all. She knows this feeling all too well. She feels her heart begin to swell. Handsome stranger, you have made her insides turn to jelly. She wants to dance around the room, kiss you until her lips turn blue. But handsome stranger, you have made her wonder, is she pretty? But it's too late. She believes in fate. She's absolutely smitten. She'll never let you go. That girl just there, yeah, she's the one, with Cupid's arrow in her bum. Handsome stranger, you have made her happy, the first in a long time. Did you just whisper in her ear words she only dreamed to hear? Pretty lady, look at how he's smiling. I think he likes you, but it's too late. You believe in fate. You're absolutely smitten. You'll never let her go.
Hi, I'm back. Oh, sorry, that was so loud. Ooh, where am I looking for? Hey, everybody. Okay. Take 3, Games by me. Here we go.
I don't want a piece of that, 'cause I know there's no peace in that. I can tell myself 1,000 times, but you can make a toy of me, and I'll agree that maybe I just couldn't see that there ain't nothing wrong with us at all. But you keep on playing games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. Games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. I know I should trust my gut, 'cause I know that there's something up. I just hate the place that path would lead me down. But you can make a toy of me, and I'll agree that maybe I just couldn't see that there ain't nothing wrong with us at all. But you keep on playing games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me. Excuse me. Play, and I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. Games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. You're lying, and everything with you is trying, and I don't wanna keep on crying if I'm the only one. And I've been telling everyone I'm fine, but I feel like I lost my mind. Am I the only one? If I knew it all along, was I wrong to take you at your word? But then all along you're hiding even when you're by my side. And you keep on playing games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. Games with me, games, and you always gotta play with me, play. And I hate the way you break and you take and you tear me down. Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now. You're lying, and everything with you is trying, and I don't wanna keep on crying if I'm the only one. And I've been telling everyone I'm fine, but I feel like I lost my mind. Am I the only one? Boy, you really ought to knock it off right now.
Wow. Did somebody say games? That's right, Zach. Y'all excited to see Dodie a little bit? Oh, hey, there she is. Stop, Dodie. Best middle 8 outro ever. She loves to hear it, being me. Yeah, it is a pretty solid bridge, as we call it in the US, middle 8 as they call it in the UK. Feel pretty good about that one. Wow. You guys excited to see Dodie for a little bit? I mean, in a little bit? Don't expect my brain to work on this stream, because it doesn't anymore. How did I not slip on the ice in that video? Great question, Lenny. I was like, I can't be on. I'm a slipsy slippity slop. But the answer was that there was like, I mean, I think this is the answer. Hockey people out hocking around before us, and then they didn't do the Zamboni, so it was like all scuffed up from the hockey stuff. I do slip for like just a moment. It's maybe the last chorus. It's in the back half of the video. It's like a part when I'm like running toward the camera and you see me kind of like, whoa. I have to regain my footing a little bit. Good call for slow chat, whose ever idea that was. I know, right, Beth? Isn't that interesting that the bridge has a different name other places? It's called the Middle Eight in the UK. Whoo, what should I play next? What's a request? Throw them at me. I saw a request for Make Me a Robot. Maybe I'll do that. That was before the show. Someone tweeted it at me. This goes out to whoever asked me to sing this earlier today. Hi, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? Quarantine life? Going to shows on streams? Spending a lot of time with ourselves? And or whoever we happen to live with? And or nobody if you're me? I don't want to be a human anymore. Just kidding. So a while back, I used to deal with some pretty bad anxiety. Good thing we don't have that problem anymore. And it got to a point where it was real bad. And I wrote this song about it. And here's the thing. You know, sometimes it be like that. But even when it be like that, here's the facts. You're the only you that will ever exist, so don't get any fucking ideas. This is called Make Me a Robot. I don't want to be a human anymore, I'm done. I don't want to have to feel anymore, he's one. I'm too old to change. Take my heart, no new start. Please just let me fall apart. You may say it's strange, but I quit. Guess that's it. For a human, I'm unfit. So make me a robot. Make me a robot. Make me cold. Make me a robot. Make me a robot. Take my soul. I don't wanna have to fight anymore, I'm tired. I don't wanna have to feel anymore, you uninspired. I am too worn out, broken down on the ground. I'm too shy to make a sound. All I have is doubt. I don't care, you can stare, 'cause a human can't compare. So make me a robot, make me a robot, make me cold. Make me a robot, make me a robot, take my soul. To human is the air, forgiveness is divine. I don't care, you can take my spine, 'cause I'm spineless anyway. I don't need another day or a call, take it all. I don't wanna be a human anymore, I'm done. I don't wanna have to feel anymore, he's one. So make me a robot, make me a robot, make me cold. Make me a robot, make me a robot, take my soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you guys, it is that time of the show. Rex, man, are my songs on Spotify? Y'all know they are, except for that one that I just sang, so sorry. Shall we bring on our guest? I'm going to play her in with one of my personal faves. This is Monster by the Dodie.
Tell me again about how it hurts being awfully loud for an introvert. Get out of my room. Smile wiped clean. Isn't it weird to be so mean? I'm guessing that I've grown horns. I guess I'm human no more. I can tell I've rotted in your brain. Oh, how easily passion twists. You think I'm a crazy bitch. I craft my words to fit your head, 'cause no one listens to the dead. So maybe I will talk to you the only way I know how to. I've said my speech through sharpened teeth. You break the rules and spikes grow from your skin. Please let the devil in. A meter apart, we blankly stare as we shout in our heads. Are you still in there? Well, this ends bad then. We knew it would, so we won't eat our words, 'cause they don't taste good. I'm guessing that I've grown horns. I guess I'm human no more. I can tell I've rotted in your brain. Oh, how easily passion twists. You think I'm a crazy bitch. 1,000 words are left unsaid, 'cause no one listens to the dead. So maybe I will talk to you the only way I know how to. I've said my speech through sharpened teeth. You break the rules and spikes grow from your skin. Oh, I think it might be worth a try. Oh, am I ready to let this die? A monster's here. You plug your ears, but hey, you might just listen to it sing. Please let the devil in.
Doing everything back. We're both guilty of black or white thinking.
Never realized it looked pale. All of his scales are looking more like scales. Two ugly creatures, two sinister creatures, lying to the past like a couple of monsters. Just a couple of monsters. So maybe I will talk to you.
I was close.
The only way I know how to. You said your speech through sharpened teeth. You break the rules and spikes grow from your skin. Oh, I think it might be worth a try. Oh, am I ready to let this die? A monster's here. You plug your ears, but hey, you might just listen to it sing. Please let the devil in.
Please welcome to the show, the Dodie. Dodie! Fuck, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, you're on screen.
Oh my god, you told me to be quiet, but I'm just not. Okay, my favorite line that you did was, "Oh, these scales looking more like scales."
More like scales, baby. All these
It's okay.
Looking more like scales. Y'all already know who Dodie is. Come on now. But if you don't, she is an unbelievably talented singer-songwriter. We've known each other since, don't tell me, let me think about it. I was 23 is when I remember us meeting each other at Summer
Yeah, I
in the
remember
City.
pretty early. I'm pretty sure I met you in 2012 in the green room. Asked Tessa for a picture.
Yes.
Next 2 years later, I was like, what's your name? I don't know.
I was just retelling the story to Sydney. She's like, how do you guys know each other? I'm like, here's how I think we know each other. We met in a green room at Summer in the City, and Dodie was like, I sing songs and I write songs. And I was like, please play me your songs, ma'am. And we sat in a circle with a bunch of other songwriters and all like played our songs for each other. And I was like, this is amazing.
That was so fun. It was so
much
sweet.
fun and so pure.
It was
and so sweet.
It was, but also I was fangirling like fuck. Yeah, I was really young. I was so young.
What
I was a baby child.
But then when you asked Dodie how we know each other, it's a little bit of a different story.
Someone said they like my blazer. This is definitely Hazel's blazer. I don't own anything colorful. So Tessa asked, she was like, do you want to dress up like the Bad Ideas Art? By the way, do you like this edition?
Yes, I like the idea of you. Incredible.
I could just like put it in front of me. Yeah, so this is definitely Hazel's blazer, but it's very much like your kind of color. But I also think it makes me look like I'm in a business meeting.
A little bit, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm all set up for the Zoom. I'm like, hello, yes, I'm ready for work.
Also, do you like that I was like, we're going to dress to theme, and then I didn't?
Oh, yes, you did. You always dress to theme. Look, you're wearing orange. You got yellow hair.
I did put my orange shirt on. I just felt like I was thinking, do I cancel like 20 minutes ago?
Oh, baby.
But I saw people were staying up till 4, so I was like, we got to do it. We're going to power through. Dodie, what are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing a song called Boys Like You.
Yes!
It's so much fun to sing. And I have limited instruments. And this is one string. This is literally played on one string. So,
amazing.
All right. I know. Should we play it?
Yes, you're full screen. Take it away.
Okay. The song's about fuckboys. Hold my head a little higher. Can't tell a love a liar. I know what I look like to you. I would say it's excessive, or maybe damn impressive. I'll admit I'm confused. I gotta remember that I'm just a toy. Though you got my hopes up, and now I'm annoyed. You thought you could tell me, and damn it, you're right. So watch me fall for every damn stereotype. You can't help it. This is just how we were taught to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like you to hear all your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. Dum 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 dum. Oh man.
Sorry.
I love it. Can you be in my band? Okay. Oh man, for just a second, see you soon. What do we reckon? Maybe I'm not just a friend. Oh, we're so close, I thought we kissed. Turns out you're just good at this. But how about we do it again? Oh no, I gotta remember that I'm just a boy. Though you got my hopes up, and now I'm annoyed. You thought you could charm me, and damn it, you're right. So watch me fall for every damn stereotype. You can't help it. This is just how we would do it to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it to hear your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. I guess I'll take it. This is just how we would do it to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it to hear your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. This is our middle 8.
Yes.
Don't go there. We know you love a nightmare. There's more than a crush here. Way to be crushed here. They tell me, don't go there. We know you love a nightmare. There's more than a crush here. Way to. Oh, there's a name for boys like you. You can't help it. This is just how we were taught to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel lucky to hear your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. Guess I'll take it. This is just how we were taught to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel lucky to hear your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time.
Yes, a round of applause. Yes, everyone's applauding at home. We love it. We stand.
This is so weird. I've got it on my phone so I can like read all the comments. Oh my god, there I am! What the heck? It's wild. Anyway, thanks everybody.
The lag makes it funny too, because you're like, whoa, that's what I was doing.
I know.
Seconds ago.
That's what I look like, but right now, but also then. So
Yes.
weird.
I love that song, and I freaking love that music video. It's like,
Oh my god.
there's no reason for me to ever be surprised at how like naturally good at you are at things, but it's pretty amazing what a natural dancer you are.
Oh my god, that is just so not true. I watched that and I'm like, it's so obvious to me that I'm not. But I did give it my all. I had a great time. I literally went for it.
Dude,
Yeah.
you have like a gift. I mean, you already know this. Again, the thing of like, I should stop being surprised when you're just amazing at something, but like that you are like dancing so gracefully, like just it seems effortless, but then you're also emoting as you do it. Like you tell such a story in your face. You're so good at letting an emotion wash over you.
Oh my god, thank you. I love you so much. But it is also just these brows and these 3 lines that I do when I act. I'm like this. And I always get these like 3 lines. Also, says the fucking star of I Like the Idea of You, this sexy 60s goddess with the legs. Tessa sent me that music video and she was like, be honest, like, what do you think? Like, do I look bad? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are such a legend. And I'm gonna, like, so many people are gonna fancy you. So
True. I was nervous about that one. I sure was.
I know.
And look
But
at
I did the same thing. I sent you Boys Like You and I was like, do I look like the way I like? Did I send you this? No,
I don't think
maybe
so.
I did.
You sent me the like choreography when you were like working on it, and I was like,
Right.
oh my god, it's so cool.
Oh my god, I was so nervous. What? Yeah, I don't know. But wild.
I miss being on tour with you.
Oh my god, I miss it too. Tessa used to sleep above me in this bus in like this bunk, and her hands would just kind of like come down over the side, and I felt so comforted. I felt so together. I was like, oh, I always know she's there. Wow, I look like such a businesswoman. It's so weird.
I mean, you can take it off if you.
I'm
not dressed to theme. I have my jacket, and I was like, I'm too tired and sick. I saw one question. No, of course I didn't screen cap it. Sorry, whoever asked this on Twitter. Oh, sorry. Let me use my other screen again. Excuse me. I saw one question that was, what's your favorite and least favorite part of being on tour with each other? And I'm like,
wow, with each other specifically?
Yes, and I have some thoughts. I want to go first.
Oh no. Okay.
There is no least favorite part. It is so much fun to be on tour.
I'm so glad you said that. I was like, there's nothing. There's nothing.
No, what would there be? I mean, Dodie's entire like team and crew and band, everyone there is so nice and so like passionate about like live music and creating something special for a crowd, and also everyone's really close with each other, which is so lovely. It's not always like that on tour. Like sometimes people are like, it is a job, which it is definitely a job, but like some tours it's like you become family, and in others it's just like, oh, you're just on tour together. And it's definitely a family vibe on Dodie's tour.
100%.
And she's very welcoming to the support. You know, you always feel such a part of it. And the crowds, like we stan Dodie fans.
Oh my god. They're just the best. I missed her so much. Oh my god.
But I did have one specific, and real quick, also, I really love Dodie's show. I was really sad that the last tour, US tour you did, I wanted to come see a show, and I was looking at flights. I was trying to fly from my tour to one of your tours just for one show.
That's so fucking sweet.
I have to see one, but I couldn't. But my favorite part of being on tour with Dodie is making her laugh.
Yeah. Oh my god, Tessa, you have no idea how funny you are. I was literally just sitting here like laughing along. You're so funny. It's just so funny.
Oh
you are just really funny. Just like quick snap off the bat. My favorite part about touring with Tessa is, number one, the way she makes me laugh. Number two, it is kind of like I feel like on tour there's like a role that I need of like an emotional support person, because tour is like so much, and Tessa fulfills both the opener role and the emotional support. She's just like, I don't know, like a traveling friend / therapist. I love her very much. She's just very validating, very soothing, and understands a lot of feelings. Stop.
When
it's true, and they know it.
For you, Dodie, because I've known you through like, I think I knew you before you did your first tour. You did your first tour with like Bri, right? Is that right?
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah.
So, and now you're a world famous icon of indie pop music. I don't know. What's the genre? I feel like I don't fucking know.
Probably that. Indie pop. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's why I say to Uber drivers.
What was like, do you remember a shift when you felt like you'd quote unquote made it?
Honestly, no. I get asked that question so much, but I think because it grew so gradually, like each new thing wasn't really, I don't know, like, so like I literally went from like doing school shows and things, which is silly, but like from that to like gatherings and like kind of like performances at like YouTube gatherings. Most of you don't know what that is, but back in the day we'd have these like gatherings of YouTubers and people who would watch YouTube, and sometimes they'd be like in like tiny venues, just like super homemade, and like people would perform at the end, and it didn't just have to be big YouTubers, it was like for anyone. So I would perform at that, and some people would know my songs, and then the crowds just kind of like got bigger and I wrote more songs. I don't really know if it was like a turning point. I think playing Shepherd's Bush, which is this venue in London that I've like seen a few shows at, was pretty cool, because I was like, oh my god, I've like seen this stage so many times and now I'm on it. And I've always wanted to know what it's like behind the like curtains and things, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you have, like, when you think of your shows, do you have and it's okay if the answer is the Shepherd's Bush one, but do you have one or two shows that you're like, this show is really special for this reason? And it doesn't have to be Shepherd's Bush, it could be anything.
Yeah, I mean, Shepherd's Bush definitely was one. The Roundhouse, just because it was so huge, that was in London. The last LA show of this current tour. Honestly, I really enjoyed our tours, Tessa. Like, I felt so good on those tours. It was just so fun to me. And like, oh my god, you know what I think of a lot?
What?
That very particular show that we did when we played Burn together, and I like came on. Do you remember we played Burn? It was like this Britney Spears type production.
Yes,
and like we had a routine.
When you hit your head on
yes,
the
because I still have those cat ears, and
yeah.
one of them has a dent in them because I went on the speaker and everyone went, ooh, but then we still performed. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so fun. I loved that so much, because every time we went back to back and like kind of like sank down, everyone just went wild, and I went wild. It was so fun.
I still have that. There's no lead vocal on it, but if you want,
you know, my
producer, I can send it to you.
My producer Joe said that he was like stalking your videos. He like we like come in and catch up, and he was like, I went down a Tessa Violet route, and he was like, that song Burn is really good. We should do it.
A good freaking song.
We should do it. You should. Would you do it with Joe? My producer. I mean, you know, also Seth. Yeah. Maybe they could collab.
I'm certainly open to it. Honestly, I keep returning to that song. Like, I've come back to it.
It's so good. It's so well structured.
Because, you know, it does have that very Britney Spears, like, kind of vibe. So we have the version that me and Dodie did live that was intentionally like this. It's very 1999. And then, like, I did one that's like kind of this like probably 4 years ago, so it kind of had like this dubsteppy feeling to it when that still felt relevant, which it no longer does.
Oh yeah.
But like, it's not that I come back to it every now and then and we're like, this is a really good pop song, we should make this
such a good song,
and
we should do it. I still think
now.
So
okay,
yeah, you can belt now. I can't. Sort of. Wow, I'm reading. Wait, what?
I said sort of.
No! Oh my god, come on. You can sing so loud. Louder than me. Stop. I had a tour meeting on Zoom the other day, and everyone was like, we need you to sing louder. And I was like, okay. I'm just getting quieter and quieter because I never sing. Ever.
Was that recent? Do you? Well, I guess this is a answer you can't necessarily question. You can't necessarily answer. But is that a question for a like hypothetical tour or like a future tour? Or just
Oh,
a
you know, a
general
tour that
movie?
will happen just maybe
Eventually.
in this year or the next year. I mean, who fucking knows now?
Who
We're
knows?
planning for a tour, but it might not happen
Mm-hmm.
this year. But I mean, I'm going on tour again at some point in the future.
Yes. I've also I found a mic that works for me finally, which is great. My next
Really?
thing
Which
is I
one?
want to get a wireless mic. Not an answer I know. I would have to ask my TM. She would know.
That's
But
fine. I have a wireless mic. It is really fun. It is
yeah,
really fun.
it's
Yeah.
such a. It's like whatever. Every time I think about not having a mic, I get so mad. Not having a wireless
Not
mic.
wait, not. Oh well, why? Why?
Because
Wait, you
I'm
mean like
always getting my.
you don't mean this?
No, I don't mean one of
Oh
the
right,
Britney
we
Spears
tried
ones.
that once. It did not work because every time I fucking breathed or burp, and I burp a lot in a show, it would just
Yeah.
echo throughout. Yeah.
Me too. I burp a lot when I sing.
Yes, me too. Especially because I stand up and play, and then I sit down, and all the air kind of like folds up and releases.
Amazing. What's your favorite song of yours to play live?
Oh my god, it changes all the time. It really. Oh my god. Oh my god, I miss tour so much. What the heck? I'd
How the
probably say
turntables.
I know. Okay, so I had a really bad time with tour for a while, and now I feel like we finally cracked it. Because like for the first few tours, so frustrated with the sound, because my songs are so quiet, and I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to bring this to a stage? It's just not right. I'm not meant to be touring. And I'd hold a microphone and be like, I never trained for this. I'm resentful of the fact that I have to do this. And yeah, it was just never. Yeah, and I couldn't really hear myself, like the sound wasn't right, but now I feel like we've all nailed it. Like the strings add such an organic element. Like my front of house like kind of turns it all down so it's not that loud. Like obviously it's loud enough, but like you can kind of still hear because you have to because I'm so quiet. So yeah, I've like really nailed it and I just love it. Also I'm not depressed anymore, so that helps.
Makes a difference.
Yes. It really
stand.
does. Traveling is hard when you're depressed. Doing anything is hard when you're depressed. I don't know. Yeah, maybe probably. Oh, fuck, I don't know. Monster is just so fun because it's near for the last few shows. It's been near the beginning, and it is such a pump up. Like everyone's ready for it, and I'm ready to just like jump because I jump out. I'm like I sing arms unfolding and I'm very still, and then Monster goes. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't say that. I know, but I like, I dance around and it's so fun. And that's when all the like pictures are taken. So I'm like, bah, 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 bah. That in the middle is obviously also really fun. I also love playing If I'm Being Honest or When is such a good one to play live because everyone is ready. Oh, or She, because like that is such an important song to so many people. And I feel like we all just connect in this beautiful way.
I'm so glad you finally released She. It's like, what do you mean? I mean, it wasn't on like the first two things, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It's so good, voice.
I was just like, it's so old, and I wrote it such a long time ago. So,
yeah, it's so good. Speaking of songs that are so good that sometimes you need to have someone else tell you they're good to appreciate. Someone asked me about Words Ain't Enough, and if it was originally written as a duet or what the story was behind that. So I was staying at Dodie's when I wrote that, and she was out on the town just living her life. Just kidding, I don't know. She was out of town for she was out of the house during the day. I was writing that song, and like when I'm in sections of my life where I'm writing, like I try and write a half song every day, and like a lot of them don't really come to anything, but it's like, dude, whatever, that's half song written. If it's not anything good, then I had to write through it to get to the good, so it's fine. Wrote it and I was like, it's fine, whatever. I really liked the idea of saying words ain't enough, but I think I just wasn't sure about it being in 3/4, I was trying to write more like pop. 3/4 is not very pop. So I wrote it and I was like, whatever. And like Dodie comes back, she's like, what'd you do today? And I was like, I wrote a song, it's not very good. And she's like, can I hear it? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I played it for her and she's like, what?
Didn't I cry? I'm pretty sure I cried.
Yes.
I don't know. It was so good. Oh my God. I think it's because obviously it was just so relatable and I was like, this is so well written. It was just a perfect song. I think that's what I said. I was like, this is just like a perfect song. Like it's perfect. It just ticks all the boxes. Oh my god, it was beautiful.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm so glad you decided to release it.
I mean, I would not have if you did not love it. I mean, truly.
You're welcome.
I wouldn't have played it for anyone. Like, sometimes I send my songs to people. I'm like, what do you think? But I was like, nah, this one's a throwaway.
I love everything you've ever sent me.
Do you mind if is it okay if I shared something? Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't think it
Fuck
matters.
it, yeah.
Well, that song I wrote, I'm sure I've told you this. I must have told you this day of. I wrote that song from your perspective in a situation that you were in that moment.
I know.
Yeah.
I loved it. Oh, I loved it so much.
Yes.
I was like, cut me up into pieces easy to chew. Tell many pieces of you. Oh my god, it's such a good line. It's such a good song. Yeah, that's why I was like,
you
so
can't
relatable.
Tell your friends to cut out their shit. You can just think about it and let them move.
Love that. Oh my god.
We stan.
I
had a question. Now I forget what it was. It's gone. It doesn't matter.
I screenshotted a question.
Oh,
yeah,
please.
I think so.
Take us away.
I think I screenshotted one. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I just thought this was such a good question, such an interesting question that we can both talk about. Abby says, I have a question. How do you guys write songs that aren't just acoustic if you don't have access to equipment to edit and add in drums and other noises? So I guess what she's saying, or they're saying, is like, how do you build up a song from, like, for example, Boys Like You was written on one string and then it like gets massive. Same with you always write kind of like acousticy, like on your little whirly, on your guitar, but then they grow to be these huge songs like Games. God, it was freaking gospel choir. Yeah, I think that's really interesting to talk about.
Yes, please, you go first. I want to hear your thoughts on that first.
Okay, so I make little demos in my room. A lot of the time, honestly, I pat. I pat on my legs. I'm pretty good at tapping. So like Boys Like You, I know I want it to be like, you know, like a shuffle kind of beat. And then like, yeah, I guess I like do the pats and then I'll like bring it in to someone. Like I work with this guy called Joe, but with Boys Like You, it was Pomplamoose actually, which was fucking awesome. Oh my God, I love them so much. So that was so cool. I know. Oh my God. And like Jack was just like, I know what this needs, and like got on the drums and like starts doing this like shuffle beat just like over and over. And then so yeah, I guess it's just like little bit by bit, and then like I'll probably do like hums by myself, and then we'll maybe double them up on like a piano. We'll honestly just listen to it, like get in the studio, and then like I'll have had ideas by myself, and we'll be like, should we add clarinet? Should we add this? Like Joe, my other producer, is very good at like, he just adds in everything, which to be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like I'm a bit more careful and crafty with what I add, but he just like piles it all on, and then I'm like, I hate this. But yeah, you just kind of like keep building, like just keep adding, and I just do what I can at home. What about you?
I mean, if people heard my work tapes, they'd be like, this became that.
It is wild. It is wild.
Because I'm so lazy with my work tapes. So for those of you who don't know, a demo, like I would call the songs that you like do at home to bring into the studio a demo. I would call mine a work tape because it's just voice memo.
A voice memo, yeah.
And it's like I'll make mistakes, I'll mess up lyrics, I'll like not play a chord because I'm just like, whatever, Seth gets the idea, my producer. I'm like, it doesn't matter, I don't care. So then I bring it in and he's like, what are you thinking of for this song? And I'm like, I was kind of thinking this idea, and like we'll try it. And what's true about me and Seth too is that we're like really slow workers, and we'll try a lot of things sometimes before like something works. Like not always, like Bad Idea is the first thing we tried, it was just like perfect. But like Bored, there was a few versions of. Honest, there was a few versions of. So I don't know. I mean, like, truly, I'm so bad about that stuff. So sorry, my answer is completely unhelpful.
That's not true. I think you and Seth work so well as a team. It does baffle me, like what you guys come up with. It's just so cool. I'm so complimentary.
Okay, Crystal Ubele has a question in the chat. I have a question. How do you turn your emotional experiences and interesting ideas into well-written songs? What techniques do you use for songwriting?
Wow. Honestly, I've been struggling a bit with lyrics recently, just because I've written so many songs. I'm like, how else can I say this? Like, you know, feelings are very similar in life. And sometimes you just want to say it direct, and sometimes that works well. Like sometimes you write like a diary entry or something, you just like fucking freehand on your phone, and you'll pick out these phrases that are very simple and very sad, and they work. And sometimes you want to do this like real poetic thing where you like set up an image of what it could be, like a metaphor, and like for example, I wrote a song and put it up the other day, and there's a second verse. Okay, I'll go in. I'll talk about it. But like I had this image of like when I was lying in bed the other day, I like stuck my leg out, and someone used to like hold my leg when I slept, and I was like, this is so comforting. So I held my own leg, and I was like, this is so comforting but so sad because it's not the same at all. So I wrote this second verse that was like, oh, what a space in the bed, ignoring the danger just to feel you in my head, comfort and pain, no, it's not quite the same because I care, blah blah blah. So I was like, so that's like there's so much feeling in that. I wasn't going to be like, I lay in my bed and stuck out my leg and hoped you would hold it. So you kind of have to like really like work around like and try and like I can listen to that verse now and know like that still feels like every single line still feels like what I was trying to say. But yeah, it's kind of tricky. But I like the restrictions of songwriting because I would just waffle. If I had to do poetry, it would just be so pretentious and bad. But songwriting, you have to like carefully phrase and articulate everything in this rhythmic, perfect, sad way.
I would be a terrible poet. Yeah, whatever. I turned my volume up. Someone asked me to turn that up, so hope that is helpful for you. I think for me, with like, how do you make a song go? You know,
what'd you say?
How make song go? I was trying to be funny, like, you know, how do you make a song good? But I was like saying it incorrectly. It didn't land. It's okay.
How do you make song go?
How do you make song go? I either always work from a first line or like a chorus line. That I'm like getting to. Because if I don't kind of have like a target, I've never written a song that got released that like was like, here's a melody I like, you know? And I know that lots of songs happen that way, but I've never written a melody and then like gotten words into it in a way that was
Oh man, that's so interesting. Boys Like You was written like that. I knew I wanted to go and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna fit like words in there that make sense and that are rhythmic? And it took so long. I was like, where and how? Yeah.
But did you already have like you can't help it, I will just tell you? Like, did you have an idea of what the song was about before you got there?
Yes, I had an idea of what it was about. I was just like, I knew I wanted the rhythm and the melody to do that. I just had no idea what to put in it. And also you can't just put any words in it. You need to have the stresses on the right words as well. So it was like, and yet I feel lucky to hit all your lines because you.
I hate that you shake me up every time. Yeah, it's perfect. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm not good at fitting words into lyrics like that. But yes, in that example, sometimes I've done that. I guess I mean like if you're starting, like I have one song that I've started writing that I freaking love this melody for, but I have no concept for what it'll be.
Oh yes! Right? Oh my god, yes!
It's such a freaking good melody.
You can absolutely write something to that.
I'll figure it out.
Oh, that's so nice. Just the way that melody fits with both chords.
I know.
Oh, so good. And then you drop down to that one on the fourth line. Oh my god. Yes. Fuck yes.
It feels so good. But all the lyrics I've come up with so far, I'm just like, I don't know. I'll find something, or I won't, or I'll find something. No one's.
Tessa's very good. Every time Tessa sends me like a song or something or a demo, she's like, she'll tell me what she wants from me. She's like, no criticism, please. Only praise because it's done and I'm happy with it. And I'll be like, great, cool.
Great.
Or sometimes she'll be like, yeah, I don't know. What about this or this? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like choose between these two.
And then
Or
she's like, I don't want to help. I will work this out on my own. And I'm like, all right.
or I want feedback just on this one line. I'm actually
Yeah.
like, speaking of that sort of thing, I think that's actually really helpful. If you're ever looking for feedback from friends, I actually think it's incredibly helpful to tell them
Yeah.
what you want from them before you send it, because then you don't risk any hurt feelings.
Yeah,
and-
don't get butthurt. I get butthurt a lot. Sometimes
Yeah.
I just play people's songs and they launch into what they don't like or like what they think I should add, and I'm like, bitch, I just played you a song. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't you dare tell me what you like or don't like, because I think it's perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
I
good.
was
Yeah, I
just
think
trying
you're right.
to share with you. But I'm trying
Someone
to
said
like,
it's 6:10 in NRC.
wow. I'm
Well.
trying to like, in general, not have like emotional reactions and to just stuff in general, like things that would usually get me charged up, things I see on Twitter, things I see in the world, experiences
What the fuck
I
is
have
that
with
like?
friends. Just like to not feel like reactive, like angry or defensive, and sorry, to just take all of it as information, because really the only reason I ever feel reactive. Ooh, Jake's in the chat. Jake, I'm gonna mod you. My friend Jake. He's one of my first
Hi,
YouTube
Jake!
friends.
Ah,
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys know each other too. Boom.
heck yeah. We bonded.
Excuse me. The only reason I ever feel reactive is because I'm having like an ego identity thing. It affects my ego identity. So like when I send a song to someone, I have like ego in like, this song is good, whatever, and therefore I am good, something like that. So someone's like, I don't like it, it's not good. I'm like, you don't like me, I'm not good, and now I'm defensive, instead of just being like, oh, okay, that's fine. You don't like it and you don't think it's good. I disagree, and that's still valid, and I don't actually have to have an emotional reaction to that. And I'm like, honestly, in this like phase of my life, I'm trying to see every time that comes along it as like life inviting me to grow. You know, like this is an invitation. Like you can.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah. Hazel
we
read a
become-
book that was something like that. She said that like every like moment of pain is just an opportunity to grow. Like look at it like that. I was like, wow, that's so nice.
I think it's Eckhart Tolle's New Earth. We were talking
Probably.
about that the other day, and I
Yes,
keep
yes,
talking
you were.
about Eckhart Tolle's
Power of Now.
Power of Now, yes, in my streams. We stand. Do you feel like there's anything that you are trying to... First of all, can I just say I hate this idea that we have to be productive in quarantine? Like, whatever. But, you know, is there something that you're like, I'm going to try and work on this in this experience? It's okay if the answer is no.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I know.
keep
I'm
forgetting.
sorry. I know it's confusing.
No, it's okay. Look ahead. Yes, I'm doing this thing called Alosia, which is a lot of songs in April. So
Amazing.
I'm uploading a lot of demos, yeah, which is really hard for me because I'm like, but I could save these, I could save them and work on them, blah, blah, blah. But I really like the idea of writing and proving to myself that I can keep writing. So yeah, that's fun. Aside from that, honestly, I'm really enjoying, like, don't get me wrong, people are dying. This is fucking awful. This is terrible. Also, people's mental health is declining. This is really hard. But if there's another way to look at it, I think I needed some kind of a pause in my life. Could have been something else, but I think I've been taking things for granted / not really enjoying anything at all.
Mhm.
I didn't know what I needed. I needed some kind of a change, something different. But like, yeah, it was getting to the stage where I couldn't be bothered to go out. I just wanted to stay home all the time, and now I'm stuck inside, and it's like, fun. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I wonder what will happen. It's yeah, don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to like, excuse me, silver lining has been like really annoying to me most of my life.
Mhm.
And not that it isn't annoying in many circumstances, but also I'm trying to silver line like for myself, you know? I'm like, okay, like I could glass half empty or a glass half full? Like, what's a glass half full part of this? Even though it's like, dude, I live alone. I miss people and hanging
Tessa.
out and human touch and so many things. But I'm like, I can either like really stay, like there's space to feel that, you know, and then to like move past it and like what are things that are like, let me silver line it for myself. What makes me feel a little bit more better? And like one of those things is like, you know, it's just an opportunity to grow and to just enjoy the moment. You know, I also do like to be alone, so, you know, to enjoy that as much as I can and to do this. I'm super enjoying the streams, and
This is so cool. This
It's
is what you've
fun.
done is awesome. Yeah. It's
Thank
so
you.
cool.
Big
It's so
shout out to
smart.
Dante, Give Me Motion. He's the one who's made it possible that I can like Skype people in and have good mic and stuff. And
Sick.
big shout out to Black Magic, who is letting me use this video switcher, which is why we can have a picture in picture. So
Wow.
big shout out to my roommate Jade for hooking that up. Lots of help here. I've got another question from the chat.
Yeah.
Ace Kitten asks, I have a question. When you feel you don't have many life experiences to write about, but you want to write, what do you do? I guess that's what I'm struggling with, is opening myself up.
That's tough because I always have something going on. Just like there's so much to write about all the time. Every time I have therapy, I come in and I'm like, listen, we will talk about my trauma, but first this thing happened this week. So there's always something going on. But I think it's interesting to look backwards. I have a friend called Miles. It's me, Milo, on YouTube, Miles Wheeler. We stan, and he is such a fucking poet and a genius. And I noticed that he always kind of draws on his past, like his entire life, like his childhood and just like little memories and things. So like, yeah, you've had a whole life of experiences and feelings, and I'm sure there's something in there.
Yeah,
What about
for
you?
sure. Or like watch some TV and write some songs from the perspective of one of the characters and how you would feel in that one moment. Something that I think people get caught up on a lot is like, I mean, has to do with personal life, but also, you know, could be a character thing, is this idea of like, I also saw a question in the chat about like, how do you write about when you broke someone's heart instead of getting your heart broken? I think people get hung up on sometimes in writing, like wanting to write like, I feel sad, but also I understand that it's complicated and we're all like doing our best. And I'm like, that's great. And that's a really good like essay or thesis or conversation, but it's like too many subjects for a song, which is only 2.5 minutes long.
There are so many feelings in a situation, so pick apart each one. Yeah. Like I could write, you can write about heartbreak, angry, you can write understanding, you can write, I don't know, just list through grief and pick one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's such a good thing to note. You're right.
Yeah. Ansifa asked, how does one deal with the fear of being destined to create repetitive, unoriginal, basic crap?
Cool. Well, I'll be leaving.
In songwriting specifically. Love you both.
All right then, just going in, are we? I mean, yeah, hit the fucking nail on the head. Who the fuck knows though? God, I don't know. I feel that so hard. I think, yeah, I feel that way all the time. Are you kidding? I'm like even doing these demos. Wait, what? Really? I get so sick of my songs. I'm like, oh my god, they all sound the same because I keep switching every instrument. Like that, what I just played on is a baritone uke, but with the strings all tuned to an octave down of a concert uke. Just basically like fucked up tuning because I'm so desperate to like get more new ideas from everything everywhere because I'm just so terrified. But you are like pop goddess. You just like switch it up. You're so good at writing different songs to similar chords.
Yes, we do stan. I guess I do relate to what you're saying, the idea of like within your own songs, be like, how do I stop writing the same thing over and over again? But I guess I just, like, when I read that question, I took it as, like, how do I get over the fear of, like, I have nothing to offer the world that isn't, like, basic. And I'm like, I just inherently do not believe that because I believe that everyone has a unique perspective and something to offer the world. And that things are, like, both unique and, like, similar because we're all people and, like, no one's making something from nothing. Everyone is like, ideas come in through them and they're the conduit from which something else comes back out.
they believe that they wouldn't add anything. Yeah, you are so right. Like everyone has such a special perspective on life. Yeah.
We stand.
Mm.
I'm looking through these comments. Ooh, Susanna asks, would you ever consider writing songs or arrangements for other artists?
Heck yeah. I wrote a string arrangement for Orla's song Heavy, which is on her EP Freckle Season,
I
which is
didn't
so
know
good.
that. That's so great.
Heck yes.
We
I
stand
know, and
Orla
it's so
Gartland.
good. Oh my god, we stand. She's a fucking amazing songwriter and just woman in general.
What's your favorite Orla song? Sorry to derail you.
Mine is Freckle Season is EP. New Friends.
Me too.
Which is the last one, on Freckle Season. Either that, Oh God is so good. Also, I think Flatline is just like such a solid banger.
Such a bang.
Such a solid banger. God, she's so good. She also has a bunch of new songs that I'm obsessed with. Yeah, I would love to. I love writing songs for projects and like sticking to a brief. I love that. I don't know why. I just think it's so fun. It feels like homework, but good work.
Yeah, there is something. I was like, so like I've almost done no co-writes at all, and just like recently I'm trying to be a little bit more open to it, try new things. Again, that identity thing, it was hard for me to get over. Like I'm like, I need to write all my songs because like I didn't really believe in my voice as a singer, and I was like, I have to write songs, no one will take me seriously. And like my biggest song, Crush, that's a co-write.
Clarify. Someone said, did you write Heavy? I did not write Heavy. I wrote the string parts for Heavy. Just the string parts.
We stand.
Yes. Sorry, Karen.
And I guess the idea of the co-write, I was like, it won't feel like me, but like Crush very much feels like me. So I'm just like, maybe I had a lot of fear around this that I didn't need to have. So I've been doing a couple more co-writes with just like a few writers that I already know and I trust. And then I got to do a co-write. I actually don't think I've talked to you about this yet, and I can't talk about who it was with on the stream, but I got to do a co-write with another artist for like, we wrote a duet.
Wait, what?
I can't talk to you about
it.
So don't guess.
Okay,
I'll tell you after. I'll send it to you. Okay. It's so good. Oh my
god.
We were writing it like right before all this quarantine stuff like really kicked off. So it was right on the edge when we felt it was coming, and it was like rainy in LA, and like I had this just like great sorrow over feeling like so far away from my mom. And anyway, whatever. I can't talk about the song too much, but it was so much fun to get to.
I get to hear it and everyone else doesn't.
Yes. To write with another artist who had also not really done any co-writes, and to take what I'd learned from the people I'd written with who were like trying to write for me and to like pull out of me and just be like there to aid, to then be there in the way that people have been there for me for this other person and be like let's talk more about that subject. What comes out? Do you feel like this line resonates with that? And that was like a really fun experience. In general, I feel like what I'm not interested in doing is writing pitch songs. And a pitch song is when you sit down with a few writers and you write a song with another artist in mind to pitch to them. Just like, hey, this song sounds like something you'd sing. That's not interesting to me at all. But I think I would maybe be open to like writing with like a handful of other artists who like I already love, just to be like let me help you like craft something that you love, you know? It's creative, it's fun, and there's freedom in it because there's no identity ego in it.
Yes, like so I'm sure me and you are quite similar. I'm so protective of my songs, and we've talked about how like there's this weird pride in like being like, I wrote it by myself. Yes. I did it all. 100%. And that's I don't need any other writers. And I'm so protective of my sound as well. Like I'm just so fucking picky. It must be a nightmare to produce for. But I did this thing, God, a few months ago, maybe a year ago, I don't know, where this is maybe controversial tea opinion. Ooh. But there was a song that was released by a big artist who is, I don't know. Anyway, it came out and it was a duet with another artist who I fucking love. And I was like, this is going to be awesome. And they released it and it was terrible. It is a kid's song, and I was so mad about it. And I was like, they wrote that in 5 minutes, and I'm like, they could have done something so special, and they just churned out this stuff. And I said they could, like, I could have written that, like I could have written that when I was like 11. And Josh, my manager, was like, okay, go on then, write a pop song. And I was like, fine, I will. And then I just wrote this like very stereotypical like pop song, and me and Joe started producing it, and I didn't care at all, and it was wonderful. I was like, it was so amazing to like make something and not have what you call like an ego or like some kind of, you know, like yourself in it. Like it was just truly like everything was lifted. I was like, honestly, I really don't care. I don't care. I just want it to be as commercial as possible, and that's so different for me, and it was really fun. So I think I would love that as like a complete, it feels like a different job to me to like write for other people. Yeah,
absolutely a different job. And it's interesting how many people like,
oh god, everyone knows what it is. Oops. Whoops. I said nothing. Listen, I still love them both.
Dude, for
they're
the record,
great.
I love that song. That's my favorite song.
Oh my god,
Lover.
it's so bad. What the heck? Oh my god,
It's
spelling is fun.
Makes me feel good. Spelling is fun. Feels quintessential like Taylor Swift cheese to me. Like, I listened to that song on repeat when it came out. It just worked for me. I was having this, for the record, I was having this conversation with another songwriter friend of mine, also a big Taylor Swift stan, that was just like, what the fuck is up with that song? And I'm like, I love that song. I will still jam to it.
Yeah. To be like, yeah, it's a pop song.
It's not my favorite of hers, but I like it. I'm down.
My favorite Taylor song is Delicate. God, I think that song's so good.
Ever? That's your favorite song of hers ever?
Yeah, of Taylor's, yeah. It's so beautiful. It's just so well structured. This is just so jamming. It's so heartbreaking. There's like a line in it that's like, what is it? You can make me a drink. It's like, we can't make any promises, but you can make me a drink. I just think that's so sweet. Yeah.
I like All Too Well, Obvi. I like, there's so many, but some of my favorites are All Too Well, Blank Space, Wildest Dreams. Shake It Off is such
1989 is such a good record.
Slam smash.
Yes.
Song.
That is, I loved that album. I loved it so much, and I loved a lot of Reputation as well.
Yeah.
I did not like her newest one, but
C'est la vie.
You know, c'est la vie.
I got a question for us. This is a good one. Maya asks, how do you keep stage presence during sad songs? I'm performing in front of one in front of a very big venue, hopefully soon, and I don't know how to keep my stage presence but also show the emotion. That's actually like a great question, and I feel like I actually learned how to do that from watching you.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to answer that. I just get sad. I don't know. I guess you kind of I don't know, but keep stage presence. I'm not sure. I think you really have to like honestly sing it line for line, and like everything, because when you write a song, it's probably pretty personal and reflects on your life, and that will just keep cycling back around in your life. Like, I find that whenever I sing my emotional songs, like, there's always a new thing happening in my life that I can relate every single line to, so I still feel it all. Like, I just do whenever I perform. I will say sometimes I just space the fuck out. I feel nothing, so I don't really know. Also, a lot of it, like, I'm just trying to sometimes, like, when I play the piano, I said that I burp a lot, and I like look away so I can like burp out of the mic, but it looks like I'm like trying to catch my breath because I'm crying, you know. So who the heck knows? Sometimes it's lies, sometimes it's all emotion.
I think everyone burps a lot on the mic. I think that's just part of singing. I certainly do. I feel like initially, like when I first started singing and like started singing sad songs live, like it was just like I had just a completely blank face, like. Because I was just, I guess, I mean, it wasn't that, like, I was feeling
You would always close your eyes, yeah. I mean,
yes.
You still do, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but it just, like, didn't show it all on my face. And then I would see videos back, and I'd be like, looks like I'm feeling nothing, even though I'm feeling something. So then I just had to think about, like, what face look like when sad? And then learn how to do that, and now it's just natural to do it. Makes sense.
You just get sad.
Yes. Question, do you have to go? I've already kept you for longer than I said I would.
No, I'm fine.
You got plans?
No. I mean, it's 11:30, soon to be midnight, so I might go at midnight.
Yeah. This stream ends at midnight, so.
Great.
Dab on it.
What?
I'm thinking about videos
I
of
keep
you.
getting notifications from YouTube being like, "Do you want to take a break? You've been on this for half an hour." I'm like, "Well,
Thank you, YouTube. Oh, okay. This is a good one. And I think that you and I will have different answers to this, which is fun. The chat moved. I didn't know where it went. But someone asked, how do you come up with new/original chord progressions?
wow." I listen to a lot of different music. I kind of, yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's really hard. I guess I'm inspired a lot by whoever I'm listening to. Like I've said Ethan Greska like a million times, but Ethan Greska is my favorite artist at the moment. And I notice he writes a lot in fancy term Lydian now, which is where the fourth of the scale is sharpened, I think, and it's just like slightly eerie.
I think Royals is in Lydian, right? Never seen a diamond.
Da, 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 da. Maybe.
I watched
Yeah,
the
I'm not
video on
sure.
it. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. But yeah, so I enjoy like kind of like writing like that. So yeah, actually writing in different modes is a good way of doing that, because you'll find that you'll need to go to weird chords to kind of like fit whatever you're singing in. Aside from that, like, playing on one string has really helped for me, because if you're just sliding about, I have no idea which chord I'm going to. I think if you know which chords you're going to, like 1 to minor 6 to 4 to minor 4th, you're like, you know, you can get it in your head. You're like, oh, I've done this before. But if you are just playing by feel and writing by feel, then I think that helps.
Smart.
What about you?
My answer is that I just don't.
Yeah, exactly. You just do whatever feels good, and I think that's so smart. I get so in my head about it.
Yeah, I just don't like get super hung up on like, this chord progression's not very original, because I'm like, no one cares if this chord progression isn't original.
Yeah, if it's good, then it's good. Yeah. There's a reason why they're used so much, because they work.
Yeah. And like I live like in my writing, I live between like pop and folk, but never folk pop.
What the fuck is folk pop? I don't know.
Folk pop was like kind of a like popped off a little bit like in 2010, like Mumford and Sons was kind of like folk pop.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And when like there was lots of like acoustic sounds in pop songs.
Have you disappeared? Your screen's gone. Oh no, you're gone now. You're back now.
The camera turns off automatically every 30 minutes.
Cool.
I mean, here's my thought, is that in general, like, especially if you're writing pop music, there's like, you don't need that many chords. Like, if you want to be really fancy, you know, you could throw in what key am I in? You know? But you really don't need that much more than that. And so, yeah, just don't worry about it. Major, minor 4, one of the faves. But yeah, I guess
my favorite is a flat and 7th. I go from 1 to flat and 7th a lot, like C to B flat. Yes. So much.
I literally never use that ever.
Just chuck it in one time. It'll be so epic. It's so epic when you do it. You're like, whoa, where are we?
Are you doing like no,
a tone down,
like that, or like
no. So like play C.
Mm-hmm.
Like the chord of C, then go to B flat, like the whole chord of B flat.
Let me think about it.
Yes. Da da. And then you can go like G sharp, B flat, C, and then it's like oh.
Wow. Yeah, my brain does not inherently work that way. I played you a song once, and you're like, throw that B flat in there, and I'm like, I don't even know how to play B flat.
To be fair, I say that I say it wrong. I always just say it in C, but you think in terms of 1s and 2s and all that kind of thing, right?
But yeah, I do think in terms of numbers, but also I think in terms of C. Like if I wanted to look up the chords for change your mind, you're the first in line. Honey, I can't see, but you know me.
Not the one.
Let me know. If I looked up
Honey,
the chords,
I can't see.
If I looked up the chords for that, I'd always do it in the key of C, but then I can play it in, like, that's me playing in F sharp, or I could play it in D Or
Wow.
C.
Oh,
Those
that
are
was
the keys I
beautiful.
can play
F
in.
sharp to D was a gorgeous. Wow, I'm gonna steal that.
Go for it.
F sharp to D. Wow, why did that sound so good?
I couldn't tell you.
Because
Period brain,
it's
baby. Remember human touch?
I liked it when you zoomed in the camera. That was really funny.
Thank you. I'll do it
I
again.
screen recorded it.
Wee! Wow. Hi,
I
everybody.
can't see you.
How we doing out there? Usually I sing so much more, but I don't feel good today, so I'm not going to. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope this is okay. One person was like, there's not a lot of singing for a concert. And I'm like, we're figuring out the medium, you guys. We're figuring it out. It's different. Like, it's not the same as a live show in the way a venue would be.
If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I can't see.
Put your hands on me or something.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Ooh, wait, this is a good one, and I really want to know yours. Vol wants to know, what was your most embarrassing moment on stage?
Oh my god.
And they want to know if me saying Hello Berlin in Cologne was my most embarrassing. And let me tell you, Vol, not even close to my most embarrassing. I don't even really feel that embarrassed about that because I've done it once in the hundreds of shows I've played.
Oh my god.
I know what my most embarrassing moment on stage was. Oh, I've got a few. I just remembered more.
Oh god. Oh no.
So sometimes there's like a talker, you know? And there's a way to shut a talker down, like in a funny way. Like either you ignore it.
Oh no, I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say.
Or you can shut it down in a funny way. Or you can somehow not shut it down and not be funny and just make it awkward for everyone. Which
Oh my god.
is a vibe. And I've definitely done that. That's not a good look. The one that I really think of as being like my worst show that I've done is I had a college show opening for Bozzy, which was like kind of one of my first like big like acts I got to open for that my agent got for me. I'm like, I'm a big deal now. Really excited about there. Got there nice and early. You know, we were down to do it, and like my guitar had gotten like bumped around in the flight.
No.
It was so far out of tune. And I spent like 4 straight minutes trying to get my guitar. And it's like had the audience for a second, like used my jokes, my banter, and then ran out of banter, and then like had to pass it off to my bass player to tune. He passed it back to me. He's like, good to go. I play it. It's still out of tune. It's just like,
Oh, hate that.
it was a nightmare, and it would have been fine if I just laughed it off. But I was like,
oh, sometimes it hurts. Yeah. And then also you get in your head and you're like, I've ruined the whole show and now there's no point in me even continuing.
Exactly, which is where I was at. Which is,
Yeah.
that more than anything that can go wrong, like the sign of an expert versus an amateur. Expert just shakes it off, you know? Amateur is like, well, guess I'll die.
No. Oh, man. Okay, let me think. Quite recently there was one. This wasn't really embarrassing. It wasn't as bad as your stories, but like Sophie, my cellist, has this solo in this song called Rainbow, which is like a very dramatic opening, and then we sing She. But yeah, she does this like solo, and like she's nailed it every single time. And then I think one show, it might have been the last show, she played it. She just like got one note slightly wrong, just a bit wrong. And like I know her and she knows me pretty well. And I know that I was looking at her, and then she like what she does is she plays and then she'll look up at me like this, and I'll be like, thank you. And then I'll turn around and be like, but to say that and it's all very dramatic. But she looked up at me like this. And I was like, and I turned around and I was like, there is no way. You know, when you're laughing and you're like, I just can't stop. I just cannot stop. So I was trying to sing, but I was like laughing. And then I think everyone thought I was crying because it was like really emotional. I just couldn't get the words out. I was like just desperately trying not to laugh. Oh my God. So it wasn't that bad, but like that was one. Let's see. What else? I fell over a light once. Like it went dark and I have this very dramatic outro of Guiltless where it like repeats, and then I like back away and then turn around and walk. And I did that and then it was dark, and I straight up just like stacked it over a lie. That was pretty funny. I haven't had anything real bad just yet. Oh, there was the time where like this girl was having an epileptic fit in the bag, and we weren't meant to go back on stage, but we did. So we were playing Absolutely Smitten while she was not okay, and that wasn't very good.
You didn't tell that story well, though. It makes it sound like you were like, she's fine, and went back out. Which is not how it happened.
We just weren't sure. Yeah.
There's a miscommunication. It was like you thought it was good to go out, and that like someone had come and taken care of her, but it was not, and she was stuck there.
Oh god.
One time at one of my shows, someone like fainted.
Yeah,
but,
got
like,
a lot
was
of
like
fainters.
kind of hanging out her friend. She like wasn't quite fainted, and I was like, whoa, everybody stop. I was like, is she okay? Like, you know, everybody. And her friend was like, she's fine. And I'm like, she is obviously not fine. And then they laid her down on the floor, and they're like, we're good, keep going. And I'm like, no.
Oh my
Help
god.
her. That's your friend. I'm like, everyone get out of the way. Help her out. She needs help.
She's fine, keep going. That's so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. I get a lot of people shouting at me if someone faints to like obviously like, you know, like if it's loud and like they need space, like they need to clear the area. But like sometimes I'm playing a really sad song and then they just shout at me like, help! Like my friend's fainted, and I'm like, okay, am I the person to ask him? I don't know. It gets confusing. There was this one time where this one person was having some kind of seizure or something, and they were shouting, and like you said, you get a lot of talkers, like a lot of hecklers, and I was like, I couldn't quite hear. I have my in-ears in, so I was like playing, and then like someone was like saying something, and I was like getting kind of annoyed. I was like, guys, come on, I'm like playing. I didn't say that. I don't know what I said. I think I like said some kind of smarmy comment. Everyone was like, and then it was like, oh no, she's just not well.
This person needs help, Dodie.
She needs help. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought too, like wailing. And if I'm being honest, like mood.
Okay,
Yikes.
That's a bad one. That's a good, most embarrassing one. But yeah, I mean, that happens because when you have your in-ears in, you can't always hear what's trying to be communicated to you.
Yeah,
And
it could be
people
a
are just
heckler,
trying to,
it could be help.
Yeah, heckle you. So you're trying to like ignore hecklers, but then someone's like calling for help.
Could be either or. And you don't want to take out your earphones so that they can say, I like your socks. And then you're like, great, glad I stopped. Yeah.
Amazing. Would you like to play us another song?
Sure. I don't really know what to play. I could play a brand new one that I've written recently that is like a pure demo, or I could play an old fave.
Requests if you'd like to hear a request. You can also
Yes,
say
except
no, you don't want to play it.
I have one baritone uke that isn't in a normal key, and I have one guitar which I'm shit at playing, so I might be able to play maybe.
You can say no if the answer's no. I saw a bunch of requests on Twitter for Rainbow.
Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look if I can tune it right. It might be in a very low key. It will be in. Oh dear. Hold up. I'm gonna need to. It might take a while. Can you?
Banter?
Yeah.
Burn. I wish we could play Burn, but the thing is that there's actually like a little bit of lag between us, which you don't notice when we're talking, but if we were singing, you'd notice. It'd be impossible to actually do it. I did see that there's this software called Jam Kazam that can actually like sync you up, but you need to be plugged in, like wired into the Wi-Fi, which I do not have the ability to do, so. Looking at the chat. See.
It's going to be an entirely different key. I have no idea if this is going to work.
You can also say no if you don't want to do it.
Okay, maybe it's not going to work. It's just like, are you ready? It'll be, I was brought up in the line. It's going to be so high. But I seem to walk in circles.
Pretty.
It's getting hard to navigate when every map was never made for me. Oh God. And I thought it would feel good. I need to extend my range to understand why I was different.
You sound great.
But my title just talks of me. I never even asked to be this way. Oops. But to say that I'm a rainbow, to tell me that I'm bright, when I'm so used to feeling wrong, well, it makes me feel alright. I don't know, is it too high?
No, it's beautiful.
Alright, fine. I didn't think it fair. I was not to be trusted. How can I be proud of what a million people shout at me? So please step inside my soul. I'd love to watch you cause you'd understand in minutes, and I'd like to think you'd miss it, cause so would I. But to say that I'm a rainbow, to tell me that I'm bright, when I'm so used to feeling wrong, well, it makes me feel alright. So say that I'm a rainbow, and tell me that I'm bright, when I'm so used to feeling wrong, well, it makes me feel alright. There are clarinets on this song now. They go bum, 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 bum. Wow, that was weird. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I have a secret to reveal. Sorry, let me scoot us back to our other setup. You sent me some new songs, and I was like, tell me what order to list them into, and I never got back to you because it was very important for me to listen in the right order. But what I didn't tell you is that I actually just listened to them anyway, and I'd already listened to them, and I wanted to listen to them again in the right order, and then I just didn't give you any feedback because I wanted to be able to listen to it in the right order before I could actually, But
Yeah.
it's so freaking good. It just feels like such, what's the word I want to use? Like a blossoming of you and your music. It's
Oh my God.
so wonderful. So
Thank you so much.
beautiful.
Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I hate it, but
I loved
sometimes
it.
I
And
love
I was
it.
like, there's so much to it. And I love the new ones, and I love the reimagining of some of the older ones. I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I love it, and I can't wait to listen again in the...
Oh my God.
Oh, right, you told me that there is no
Thank you.
order, so you're still thinking about that. That's why
I mean,
there's
there's an order from oh God, I'm so bad at this. From Rainbow until fucking hell. I'm not allowed to say this until the one that begins with W.
Right.
there's like 6 songs where they all kind of like go into each other.
Yes.
Wow, I'm so fucking shit at this. Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I used to feel very guarded about what I wanted to say or didn't say, and now I just feel like all these people are rooting for me. They can know. It's fine.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. I don't really care.
Yeah.
There's also, what the fuck is the point in any of it? You know, just like if it's coming out, it's coming out. Yeah, I'm sure there'll be like a huge announcement at some point. But
yes,
yeah.
We stand. Well, thank you so much for coming on and for talking to me for so long. I know that I'm like not in my best iteration of myself right now, so.
You did so well. I completely forgot you had pain. I bet you didn't.
Well, I feel much more distracted when I'm talking to someone, and also the more pain things that I took, I felt quite a bit better once they kicked in. For a second, I was like, I'm gonna have to stop. I can't do this. But I am very much looking forward to laying down afterwards. So thanks for coming on. Dodie, where can they find you if they don't already know?
My name is Dodie, Dodie. Just type that in YouTube. Actually don't. YouTube's the worst. You can listen to me on Spotify. My channel is or my YouTube channel is Doddleoddle or Doddlevlog or Doddleoddle on Twitter and Instagram. I don't fucking know. Just good luck.
Dodie, yes. I also actually have your information in the description already. So,
Amazing.
all right. I love you. Thanks for coming.
I love you too. I miss you.
I
better.
miss you. Goodbye. You're amazing.
Thanks.
How do I turn this off? There we go.
I don't know. I'm gonna leave.
Bye. Woohoo! That was Dodie. Y'all, please go tell her how wonderful she is and how beautiful her songs are. I'm so glad she could play Rainbow because I know that you guys are really wanting to hear that. Well, we've got, oh my gosh, another 10 minutes. Yeah, thanks for being patient with me. I'm obviously in a state, so I'm grateful to have gotten to talk for so long instead of singing. I am more in touch with my pain in more ways than one when I'm singing than when I'm talking. Should I play Burn? I probably should, right? Oh, oh, I guess that you thought I'd be happy to have you back. You must think that you're cute, coming out of a magic act. If we actually release it, I'm changing that line. That is a bad line. But you got nothing in hand, I'm not under your spell. I'm well, so here, just so we're clear, baby, I'd rather burn. What? Burn. Before I'd have you return. You can fall to your knees, begging, crying, but please leave your flowers at the door. I can't take anymore. I'm so bored by sorries. Oh, in case you misheard, baby, I'd rather burn. You can talk all you want, but your words don't do anything. I was broken apart, now I don't bow to any king. 'Cause I'm a powerful queen and I mean to be heard. My word is here, and just so we're clear, baby, I'd rather burn before I'd have you return. You can fall to your knees, begging, crying, but please leave your flowers at the door. I can't take anymore. I'm so bored by sorries. Oh, in case you misheard, baby, I'd rather burn. Also needs a bridge. Baby, I'd rather burn before I'd have you return. Have you return? You can fall to your knees. You can fall to your knees, begging, crying, but please leave your flowers at the door. I can't take anymore. I'm so bored by sorries. Oh, in case you misheard, baby, I'd rather burn. Fun. Woohoo! Freestyle rap for the bridge. I did think that I wanted to be something kind of talky in that section. I wrote like something kind of talky, but I don't even remember it now. Needs a middle 8. It sure does. Glad your dad likes it, Carrie. What do I feel like playing to play us out? A new one? Sure. Not new if you've been watching the streams. But unreleased. If you're going to the kitchen, leave the door jar a crack, 'cause I just wanna keep on listening, and I can't wait until you're back. God, I love it when you're near me. I love the lines around your eyes, and all at once I see you clearly, and I spend a lifetime by your side, and I'll give you all my love. I'll give you all my love. Ain't no symphony, no VIP, there ain't no sweeter drug than just giving you my love. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Darling, why you been so silent? Tell me why you been so sad. Anything you want, you got it. If it's mine to give, you have. And I'll give you all my love. I'll give you all my love. Ain't no symphony, no VIP, there ain't no sweeter drug than just giving you my love. La da dee da dee da dee da dee da, than just giving you my love. Woo! I love that one. There was a time when I could not make it through that second verse without crying. What song is this? It's called All My Love. It's a new one of mine. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to go get in bed. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're amazing. If you like the show, you can support it on Patreon. Look up Tessa Violet. Added a few new tiers, and I thought I'd figure out how to work some of them before the show, but then I just spent 2 hours laying on the floor, so I didn't. But they're pretty cool, so check it out. Anyway, you're amazing. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. And that's all I got for you. Okay. Good night, you guys. Oh, right. I'll play you out with a song. Which song do we feel like being played out with? Let me see. Ooh, we're gonna play a song with this one.
Hold my head a little higher, can't you tell I love a liar? I know what I look like to you. I would say it's excessive, or maybe damn impressive. I'll admit I'm confused. I've gotta remember that I'm just a toy. Though you got my hopes up, and I'm annoyed. You thought you could drown me, damn it, you're right. So watch me fall for every damn stereotype. You can't help it, this is just how we were taught to love. Oh, there's a need for boys like you, and yet I feel like I get to hear your lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. Hold my hand for just a second, see you soon, what do we reckon? Maybe I'm not just a friend. We're so close, I thought we kissed. Turns out you're just good at this, but how about you do it again? Oh no, I gotta remember that I'm just a toy. Though you got my hopes up, and now I'm annoyed. You thought you could join me, and damn it, you're right. So watch me fall for every damn stereotype. You can't help it, this is just how we were taught to love. Well, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it's the hero lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. Guess I'll take it, this is just how we were taught to love. Oh, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it's the hero lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. They tell me, don't go there, we know you love another. There's more than a crush here, waiting to be crushed here. They tell me, don't go there, we know you love another. There's more than a crush here, waiting to be crushed here. There's a name for
Dodie's songs are like ASMR.
be crushed here. They tell me, don't go there, we know you love another. There's more than a crush here, waiting to. You can't help it, this is just how we were taught to love. Well, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it's the hero lines. I hate that they shake me up every time. Guess I'll take it, this is just how we were taught to love. Well, there's a name for boys like you, and yet I feel like it's the hero lines. I hate that they shake me up every time.